morning, welcome to the floor gang. I did not know that was a thing, but a few of you on my Saturday morning routine video were saying welcome to the floor gang because we all like sitting on the floor, so here we are. If you've not seen that video, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about, but welcome to the floor gang. Also, on my last video, which is a different video if you've not seen them, I had a lot of people suggesting things for me to do to try to make me feel a little bit better about the fact that I don't want to do anything ever. Yeah, and all of those suggestions were amazing, so thank you. But I realized that a lot of the things that people were suggesting to me are actually things that I already do, but I haven't really talked about it. So I thought I would just put it all into one video, kind of like a daily habits thing, I guess, where these things are helping me survive 2020, I guess. We're gonna go with it. That's what this video is. But yeah, I just thought I would talk about all of these habits because a lot of people suggested them, and I just thought, why not put it all together in one thing? So here you go. Welcome to whatever I just said this video is. I'm off to a great start this morning. Okay, so the first one that it wasn't really so much like a suggesting of me to do, it was more like a question, but I saw quite a few people ask me if I was sleeping properly and getting enough sleep, because obviously that's very important. About a month ago, I was not at all. It was pretty bad. I just didn't want to sleep at night time because I didn't want to wake up in the morning. I just hate that feeling in the morning when it's like as soon as you're conscious, reality hits, it's like somebody's punching you in the stomach and you're just like, oh my God, I don't want to deal with life. And I actually haven't felt that way since 2015. So it's been a very long time, and it's kind of like, yay, thanks for coming back into my life. Appreciate it. But basically my sleeping pattern was just awful. It would get to like midnight and I'd be like, I'm not sleeping. I don't want to sleep because I don't want to wake up. I don't want to deal with this. And so then I wasn't really going to bed until like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'd wake up around about 9-ish in the morning, and yeah, it just wasn't good. Like, I was tired all the time. I was much more miserable than what I am now. And for the last, I'd say, week and a half, I have switched my sleeping routine, and I go to sleep between 10 and 10:30 p.m. and I wake up between 7 and 7:30 a.m. and it's just so much better. I just feel like I have more energy during the day. I don't have that awful feeling when I wake up in the morning. I mean, every now and then I'll wake up one morning and just be like, oh my God, I don't want to get out of bed. Like, what's the point? What's the point of doing anything ever? But those days are getting progressively rarer. That's a good thing. And I would say that it's probably partially because I am sleeping and like have a better sleeping routine. So there's that, which I found really helpful. So we'll go with it. I actually just forgot at the beginning of this video, I wanted to point out that just because you do all of these really great things that are really healthy and they're amazing, doesn't mean that everything's just gonna be okay. Like, these things take time. It's just that thing where you don't feel like doing these things, but they're good for you, and you know that the more that you do them and the longer that you do them for, things will change. So yeah, I just wanted to make that a pretty big point of this video, because I don't want to sit here and be like, oh my God, do all of these things and you'll be amazing and life will be fabulous, because that's just not how it works. So yeah, these things are important to do, but don't get discouraged if you feel awful when doing things, because that's just the way things work right now. Anyway, my sleep schedule is great. I'm feeling a lot better now that I am sleeping, I feel like, at better times, and it's definitely changed my mood. The next thing that I have been making sure that I indulge into is hobbies. And for the first time ever, I actually really have hobbies. I haven't really had hobbies since I was a kid. It's just, I feel like it's not something that you do when you're older, and it's so important though. So my big hobby, my first big exciting hobby, is rollerblading. I rollerblade every single day. I've been doing it now for like 3 weeks. It's like riding a bike, you never really forget. I was so into it as a kid. Like, it was like all I did in my spare time, and it's so cool to be able to pick that back up and feel like that's what I want to do all the time, is just rollerblade. It's one of those hobbies that it takes like a long time to see progression and like skill improvements. It's not something that's instant, and I really like that as well, because it's like I can look back and see how far I've come in the last few weeks, and I will know that over time skills will improve, and it's just a really, really cool hobby. So that's like my favorite thing. I have like my new Impala rollerblades. They have so many cool colors. They're really all about their roller skates right now, but I just prefer rollerblading. I never really got into roller skating, and I just wanted to get back into it, and I just love all of the colors that they have available. I tracked them down across Melbourne the other week when stores were still open, and I found them and I got them, and it just makes me really happy to be out doing something that's really fun. Another one of my hobbies at the moment is TikTok, which I guess is a little bit weird because it's a social media platform and my job is social media, but it's the only platform that just doesn't feel like my job. I spend every spare second on TikTok because that app actually makes me happy. I laugh so much at half the stuff on there, and it's just, it feels like really real and relatable, whereas you go on Instagram, which Instagram is the worst, by the way. I hate it. It's just like, so everything's perfect on Instagram, but you go over to TikTok and like someone just rolls out of bed and says the most relatable thing, and you're like, oh my god, yes, I feel that way. And I've been enjoying making TikToks as well, so it's just been really fun for me. I enjoy it. I've been indulging in that quite a lot. And then the other fun thing that I've been doing lately is the games on my iPad. So I started Lily's Garden way back at the beginning of this whole pandemic thing, and I've officially played over 1,000 games, which is a lot. I love it. It's such a relaxing app, and I really like it. And then I also have a new game that I've been playing. It's like a zombie game. Like, I love zombies and that sort of stuff, and my boyfriend actually started it, and then he got me into it, and now I'm like, thank you, because I am so addicted. It's like a post-zombie apocalypse thing, and you're building like a civilization, and you build all these buildings and stuff, and we play together, so we've like created an alliance together, and we can help each other build buildings and like attack zombies and other bases and stuff together. And like, we moved our bases so they're like next to each other, and it's so cute because they have little like flags. So I've got like the little Australian flag, he's got like the little Canadian flag, and it's just cute. It's just fun, and so we've been playing that, and that's really enjoyable. It's also one of those games where anything like that builds takes like a couple of hours to build, so you do stuff and leave it and then come back to it later on, and I like that. So that's just like my new fun zombie game that we've been playing. And yeah, those are kind of like my favorite hobbies right now, and I'm actually like, kind of, now that I'm in like the momentum of taking time to enjoy these things, I'm thinking about like, what other things could I take up and what other things could I do like that would be fun and interesting and that I can indulge in my spare time. So yeah, hobbies, like, they make a massive difference. The third thing, and I did actually see a lot of people suggest this, and I feel like this is the one that a lot of people go to when you're trying to feel better, and that is exercise. And it's super important, but let's be honest, sometimes exercising is really boring, like really boring. But because I now rollerblade every day, I exercise every day, and it is awesome. I cannot believe I didn't find this sooner, to be honest, because I love rollerblading so much that I don't even feel like I'm exercising. I still occasionally will do some at-home weights with my little weights that I have, but like, it's not that fun. You know, I enjoy the rollerblading. I can feel it like in my leg muscles. It's good for me. I get fresh air. I'm outside. It's great. So I'm exercising every single day, which is really good. This is the first time in a very long time that I've been consistently working out every single day, which is has been a goal of mine for quite a while. I definitely started a bit of like a health and fitness journey in April last year, and so to be consistently working out every single day is just like bonus points. Like, it's awesome. The fourth thing, which kind of follows on from the health and fitness stuff, is like eating healthy. You know, it's very easy at this time to fall into bad eating habits, and I have actually, surprisingly, like, I'm impressed with myself. I have been really good with the foods that I've been eating. I don't think I've ever eaten so healthy in all my life, and it has again been another goal of mine, especially since I really kind of started getting more into it last year. I find food and the way that our body works really interesting from like a science kind of point of view. I think it's very fascinating about the energy that food provides us, and then how we and our bodies like process that energy, and then how we like use it. It's interesting. I've just learnt now how to balance out meals so that I'm not in that habit of like overeating, and it's amazing. I really love what I've learnt. I'm enjoying the way that I've been eating. I barely order in anymore, which is saving me money like crazy, because food delivery here in Australia is very expensive, and I I cannot be bothered to spend that kind of money anymore when I am so happy making my little pizzas, which by the way, I still have eaten pizza every day for like 2 weeks, and just all these other things that I'm doing at home. I just much prefer it. And then as like a complete bonus to exercising every single day and being more conscious of what I'm eating, my body is starting to change, and it's really cool to see results that I have been dreaming of for so long. And I just, yeah, it's just really cool to see that like progression, especially when I kind of made a bit more of a conscious effort with this sort of stuff about a year ago. So it's very cool, and that's just an awesome bonus of all of that. So that's the 4, I guess, main things that I do that I would say are probably the basics, the ones that are, you know, really good for if you're consistent and persistent with them, then you should be able to see results in your mood as time goes on. But like, for example, I was out rollerblading the other week and I was like, I am so miserable. Was this a waste of money? Am I actually going to enjoy this? And then sure enough, a couple weeks later, I love it. It's just one of those things that takes time. Like I said, you can do these things every single day and it's just not going to like magically make you feel okay. It's not instantaneous. It's something that takes time. So I just thought I would clarify, you know, anyone that suggested anything to me, I'm doing all of those things. I do all these things. It's great, but I still have my really bad days where I just don't want to do anything, which is still every day right now because thanks pandemic. Thanks for just, you know, doing this to all of us. But yeah, so that's kind of that. Also, the other thing that I have been doing for every day for the last week and a bit is getting ready every single day. Like, I haven't worn my hair extensions since I got my hair cut back in March, and I have barely been doing my makeup, but every day for the last week I've actually got myself up, got ready, and I feel really good about it. It just makes me, like, it's just the one thing that I feel like I can do in the morning that makes me feel like I'm actually getting ready for the day, and I don't know, I just like it. So here we are, this is me getting ready. I like it. But yeah, those are I guess my daily habits that I'm finding very helpful at the moment, as much as they can be helpful, you know. They're not like a magic fix, but they are changing things, and that's the main thing. So I thought I'd share that with you. Hope you've enjoyed. Up the top you can check out my last video. Down the bottom I will leave a link to another one of my videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Also, I will leave my TikTok listed in the description if you want to come hang out on TikTok because it's awesome and I love it. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.